thanks to his skills in the ring, high technique and strong punches. Dmitry Bivol riveted the attention of the boxing audience. In this issue, we will show you 11 moments when Dmitry Bivol went into destruction mode. In 11th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Danabek Susanov. Our list of eliminations opens with the duel between Dmitry Bivol and Kazakhstani Danabek Susanov, which took place in 2013 at the semi-professional WSB League. Bivol stopped the Kazakhstani already in the first round with a clear blow from the right. In 10th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Jorge Rodriguez Oliveira. On November 28, 2014, Dmitry Bivol made his debut in the professional arena. His opponent was a Uruguayan named Jorge Rodriguez Oliveira. The fight took place in a half-empty arena. People had no idea that they were watching the future boxing star. Dmitry Bivol, in turn, made his debut successfully without leaving a single chance to his opponent. Victory by technical knockout.
Нокдаун. Это был левый боковой в исполнении Дмитрия. Останавливает его?
Нет, это капал. Что-то с ногой, да.
In 9th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Constantine Petrinov. This fight took place in April 2015. The first two rounds were held on a relatively calm wave. Both fighters were not inferior to each other, which is natural, because the opponent was already of a different caliber. However, the advantage was still with the native of Kyrgyzstan. In the third round, Dmitry did not wait for activity from the opponent, but began the round with a series of blows, driving the opponent into a corner. The result is a knockdown. Petrinov, with a broken face, managed to get up and decided to continue the fight. Feeling the blood, Dmitry looked back at his opponent in order to finish him off. Constantine's corner, seeing this whole picture, throws in the towel to save his fighter. In 8th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Joey Vegas. 6 months after his debut fight, Dmitry Bivol was given the opportunity to prove himself in a duel with Uganese Joey Vegas on the undercard of Alexander Povotkin. A native of Kyrgyzstan could not just miss such a chance, so that evening he showed himself in all his glory, sending the opponent to the floor twice in the third round, and then brutally finishing off in the fourth. On the 7th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Philip Romero. Dmitry Bivol made his debut fight in the mecca of modern boxing in the United States on August 27, 2015, against the Mexican Philip Romero. Throughout the battle, our hero, like a predator, pursued his prey. Bivol managed to catch his opponent in the 8th round. On the 6th place, Dmitry Bivol vs Jackson Jr. Continuing his way to the top, Dmitry Bivol had his next fight with the Brazilian Jackson Jr. Bivol from the very beginning of the fight took full control over the opponent, disassembling him piece by piece, and in the second 3 minutes, with a clear right straight, a native of Kyrgyzstan sent the Brazilian to the floor. After that, the pressure from our hero only increased and, as a result, another knockdown overtook the Brazilian in the 4th round. After that, the fight was stopped.
Oh, there he was. That was the great right hand that he finally put him away with that one. It was what he'd been waiting for, some sort of attack. It presented the opening, and that gave the opportunity of an end, and he wanted no more.
On the 5th place, Dmitry Bivol versus Robert Borage. The next opponent of the Bivol was a New Zealander nicknamed the Butcher, Robert Borage. Destruction in 4 rounds.
Ух ты, хорошо навстречу провалил. Еще раз добавил. Защиты нет. Конечно, не дожмет, но концовка однозначно Бивол. Сбоку такая стыки духа у него. Еще один нокдаун.
On the 4th place, Dmitry Bivol versus Samuel Clarkson. If in previous fights Dmitry Bivol did not rush things at the beginning of the fight, then here he has completely changed his tactics. Literally from the first seconds, rushing at the opponent, from which he already visited the floor twice. In the 4th round, Dmitry Bivol again sends Clarkson to the floor of the ring with a counter blow. Clarkson got up, but the referee stopped the fight. Victory by technical knockout. On 3rd place, Dmitry Bivol versus Cedric Agnew. On June 17, 2017, Dmitry Bivol debuted on the legendary HBO channel. His opponent was a strong American Cedric Agnew. Our hero this time did not intend to drag out the fight for a long time, so the knockdown happened already in the 1st round.
Покачнуло Cedric Agnew, и тут же идет добивать, и падает Cedric Agnew. Отличное начало для Дмитрия Бивола.
In subsequent rounds, the fight turned into a one-sided beating. Cedric simply did not know what to do, so in the 4th round, after a missed blow, he refuses to continue to fight.
Да, и не вина, конечно, в этом Дмитрия Бивола. Мы говорили перед эфиром о том, что нужно быть что-то больно, сделал больно, сделал больно.
On 2nd place, Dmitry Bivol versus Trent Broadhurst. The next victim of Dmitry Bivol was the Australian Trent Broadhurst, November 2017. This guy was far less fortunate than the rest, because the native of Kyrgyzstan sent him to sleep in the 1st round.
Technically very efficient. Broadhurst tries to get a right hand in. There's the judge of distance. Oh, and a beautiful right hand! Trent Broadhurst. Right hand.
1st place, Dmitry Bivol versus Sullivan Barrera. Cuban Sullivan Barrera, in March 2018, also had the opportunity to defeat the Kyrgyz boxer. But unfortunately Bivol gave his opponent a systematic destruction throughout all 12 rounds. And at the end he put a beautiful fat point by sending the Cuban to a knockout with a hard right straight.